Oh, I'm so rusty at this. Hello, everyone. Because TFN is weeks away, 2 weeks away. I don't know. I'm trying not to keep too much of an eye on how close at hand it actually is, just to save my own brain from getting too fried. We're very close to this year's convention, which means it's Zine Time again. Ooh. I didn't put together a publication last year. I took a bit of a break out of it. We have, for now, retired the format that our Arco stuff was using for the past few years, and I'm going to have to come up with some other idea to get other people on board, because for now, for the foreseeable, I'm just looking at making stuff just by myself, for myself. So that's what I've done this year, because I've always got my head in one of the many toy handbooks that exist out there, from the Japanese generations books to the Bible, as Ray used to call it. There's an awful lot of books out there that want to cover mostly only really the G1 toys. And when it comes to the stuff that I want to look at in a book and go, oh yes, this is my kind of thing, it doesn't really exist. There is no, for example, Unicron Trilogy big book that just has pictures of all of it in there. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Anyway, I've gone and made my own one for the only series which I can say I own comprehensively, and that is the Legends from Cybertron. So here we go. What I'm giving you this year is a nice little A5 full colour 24-page booklet that details all the very first Legends class figures that came out then, because I've got all of them, and it's the only series where I've got all of them, apart from I did manage to complete my Universe 2.0 set of them this year when I got a Rodimus. So that's kind of the next one on the slate. At least that's the next one I can do like this. But we'll see how we go. We'll see if I can, maybe get other people involved through help from them with figures I don't have in terms of photos and stuff like that. We'll see. But yeah, here's my first effort at a toy handbook. It's all kind of, got the writing from me you might expect, which is not really very particularly serious, but it is illustrative and informative, and it tells you what I think about each of all of these toys that I've had for like 20 years now. They mean a lot to me, and I'm hoping that comes through in the writing. I'm hoping it's an enjoyable little read, and if it's not enjoyable, it's purely informative and you can use it for reference material. Even got all the card backs I've scanned in the back there, showing you differences in them and instructions and everything. I've just tried to cover the whole lot, as much of it as I possibly could jam into this little book for you, which will cost nothing, and I will be giving to you at the TF Nation weekend. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of this, do come and find me. You know what I look like, don't you, by now? So just give me a nudge and say, oh, have you got one of them? Have you got one of them? And I'll be like, yeah, there you go. Here it is. There you go. At time of recording, I've only got 80 printed, but I'm feeling like that's going to be enough. I'm going to keep by a handful for overseas parties who I already know are interested and that I want to be able to get out to. I'm happy that I've put something together that is the kind of thing I would want to see on my shelf, so I'd like to think that you'll be interested as well, that you too would appreciate a little thing like this, because there isn't like an official equivalent that covers these toys. No one has bothered to make one. It's really honestly just started to get to me a little bit, because it's like I'm there on a almost daily basis poring over some of these books that are about people celebrating toys that they loved from, when they were written like 20 years ago, so where are all the people now that are my age that are writing books about Unicron Trilogy stuff that was 20 years ago? Where are they? Where is it? If you don't see it, you make it yourself. Will it become the first of a series? I'm hoping so, but like I say, there's going to be some difficulties there in terms of rare toys that I don't have, and actually are really quite expensive now. I have bought several figures just this year to plug gaps, and they were like 20 quid each. Literally, apart from like the Desert Ratchet from Revenge of the Fallen that for some reason I didn't have, probably because it looked like poo at the time. Everything. Legends toys now, the going rate is 20 quid a pop. Like, what's happened there? What's going on? So there we go. That's me just, marketing to you this year's little effort. And, you know, catch me on the weekend for one of those. Catch me on the weekend rummaging through the little tubs for more of the things that I don't have, which I hope won't cost me 20 quid a pop while I'm there. But, you know, I'm going to be prepared for that kind of thing. The classics ones, which is annoying because that will be the next one I do, the classics ones seem to be the rarest. Can't find a whirl anywhere that's in one piece. Just, no mate, nah. So I'm going to be keeping my eyes laser beam focused on that kind of stuff, or trying to this year. So please remind me if you do catch me not aware of a little tub full of goodness that may very well be like a little diamond in the rough for me. And obviously beyond that, have a good time. You know, let's all have a little bit of a knees up. I'm going to go to the Vince DiCola gig, get blasted by that 80s synth, and just have a nice time as always. So I hope to see you there. If I don't fret. If you are interested in one of these, like I say, there will be copies available after the convention that I'm going to keep to one side for people who cannot make it. And also, as is customary, around sort of September, October time, I'll put it digitally on the internet in its entirety for you to go and get a PDF of or something. But I understand very much if you would rather have the physical article. So there we go. I'm keeping it brief because I know what I'm like with these videos, and I'm not going to promise to you that you'll be seeing my face on your screens again anytime soon, because it's just, I don't know, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, am I? You know, what are you playing at? What are we doing? First rule of YouTube is don't promise more YouTube videos in a video, because then they won't happen. It's a curse. It's a curse. I've felt it, seen it. I've done it so many times now. So I'm not going to say nothing to you. Jog on. See you later. Today's video is brought to you by Cyberworld Soundwave, who has acted as my tripod. You should buy one.